Aerospread Managing Director and pilot Bruce Peterson runs a top dressing operation. He's continually developing ideas to streamline his business and reduce costs for his customers. Many of his system improvements are in software and aircraft components.
Well, we're a unique aerial top dressing business. Anything that's dry we'll put through and spread. Our job is basically whatever our customers require. We're really customer focused, we're really cost focused, and with my agricultural background it's all about the customers and the whole agricultural big sector at the end of the day. We've got 2 Crescos going and we've got another one on the hangar that we're rebuilding with a maintenance program going forward. We've got a staff of pilots based in Waipakarau and Napier, and with all this health and safety stuff that's coming along, I'm actually the part-time pilot now. There's a lot more administration and paperwork, so we're sort of trying to do all that and do as much of that stuff as we can for the farmer. You'll see on the website here we've put hazard IDs and stuff like that and made it all easy for them. I'm really passionate about the whole agricultural sector, and we've got to keep our costs under control. And how we do that is by innovation. The costs just keep going one way, but our customers are price takers. At the end of the day, they've got to exit their stock and they've got to take what they get, and it's where the money go round starts. And so we're really focused on anything that we can do to make it more efficient, the better it is. I started flying in Gisborne for field air and then moved on to Farmers Air, who's been one of my mentors for a long time, that's helped us away. And then in 2002 I bought my first Cresco and went as owner-operator, and from there we've bought businesses and dovetailed them together. We're servicing the Central Plateau and right down to Dannevirke, Pongaroa, and anything in between, yeah. So it's an interesting country. Part of being Air Care accredited operator is you actually got to know what your gear's doing. It's part of the process. It's independently audited. So we've set these up to fly across these traps. Each trap captures individual particles, and from that we send that away to a lab. It all gets graphed, and we can work out exactly what our pattern's doing. We can manipulate our spread pattern to get it as even as we possibly can and then grow more grass for our customers. With the GPS and the other technology that we've got in there, we can actually start off and know exactly what's going on from the word go to the word finished, and it'll wind up very, very even, and it also makes it more efficient for us and more productive. Boys have been out there and we've put a 30-metre row of waratahs along there and want them in, and then we've got these metre-round rings, and each one's got a funnel that goes down to a plastic bag, and so we've flown across that today. We've done 150 feet, 120 knots. We've taken barometric pressure, and so we've got a bit of science behind it for the conditions. I've got the wind off the tower and what have you. So we've got the known quantity come in there, and then from there, those plastic bags are all labelled and named which one they've come off. And then that goes to a lab where it's all worked out, the coefficient, and we can, the humps and hollows of the spread pattern, if there is one there, and then we can manipulate our gear to take all those out to make it as even as we possibly can. There's things come into play like prop wash and other things, so it takes a wee bit to work it all out. But then we know exactly what our gear's doing, and that's the whole point of it. This is a new carbon fibre hopper box that we've used Aero Design and Aero Composites to manufacture for us to reduce the weight on the aircraft. It means that we can actually bump up our productive load another 50 odd kilos, and therefore we don't, that's another 750 kilos an hour roughly on what we're doing, and which doesn't sound a lot, but it's another way of absorbing $50 an hour of increased costs. So we've gone to a fair bit of trouble to get this right, and we've come up with the final thing now so we can put these on. Because of the health and safety and other bits and pieces, we're trying to refer them to the website. They can just click on aerospread.co.nz, click on Map My Farm, and they just type in their address. That'll pull them up on their approximate area. We hook into the LINS data, which gives us your white boundary around the outside here of a block, if we use that property for example, and it gives them an approximate idea of where they are. So then they can zoom in a wee bit, and it's really simple really. They just click on draw a shape. They start on one corner of the farm, and they can just work their way around, hold and drag. So they wanted to do that area there. It's an inclusion rate. They can type in here the application rate, so say 250 kgs. This will give them the hectares of that block, and they hit save. It comes up in this colour. We use this because this is all transposed into the aeroplane. So colour's not everybody's choice, but it shows up really good in whatever light in the aeroplane. Then we click on if he's got a portion that he doesn't want to do, like it might be a strip across here, a block in here that he's going to crop out. He can just repeat the process again, click on a drop down, and that is an exclusion. Hit save again, and that comes up in a bright red colour. If he had some wires or something running across the paddock here, or a hazard of some sort, same thing again, he just clicks on draw a shape. He can run across the farm to wherever those wires are, same thing again, click on the drop down, hazard. Now he can write in here that it's wires or whatever that hazard might be. It might be a cell phone tower or something like that. So now that map's all pretty straightforward. All he does is he comes down here and I confirm all the hazards are marked as described on the map. So he's done that, he can just drop on there. He's now gone to quite reasonable steps to be compliant with all this new health and safety legislation that's coming in. And we've got an electronic record of it. It goes into the aeroplane, it's in the office, and the guy's gone to a long, long way to identifying everything.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.